I used to wish that I would have different parents, that I would be born into a different family, that how much my life would be better if they're just different people. There are times when I feel jealous, like I wish I had like my cousin's parents. I wish like my aunts or my mother, or like my parents' friends. Some of them are like amazing parents. And I was angry for a while because it felt really unfair. How can somebody, me as a child, as a daughter, trying so hard to be proper, to be polite, to be good girl, to be smart, beautiful, really striving. Like my life is an entire series of trying my best and becoming the best version of myself every single day and through every single situation. And I just feel like my parents don't appreciate that. Like my parents' friends would be telling them that, oh my God, if we have a daughter like you, we would do anything. We would trade millions, any amount of money in the world, because their kids are like drug addict and like gambling addiction and like all these issues. And they are amazing parents. They're so loving and kind and would do anything for their children. And whereas I'm kind of like the opposite. That's at least that's how I feel. That's my feeling experience back then. And life happens. And as I've grew up and I've learned, I went through my own relationship issues, and something really profound that clicked to me recently, that the concept of tikkun in Kabbalah and karma in Buddhism. It really flips the way that I look at things. And as they say, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. One of the things that, my mom still says to this day is, oh, as much as I hate your dad, if it wasn't for him, his only gift was you. As in, like, if she would be married to someone else, I would never exist. So it is the rare combination of their genes that I was born. That there's only one Coco in the world with this uniqueness, and that's just me. And then it made me think about the tikkun, the spiritual lesson that you meant to learn in this life in Kabbalah, and karma, also spiritual lesson that you meant to learn in Buddhism. And what if you are the one who chose this life? You are the one who chose your parents. You are the one who chose your siblings, your life circumstances. You are the one who actually chose all of these people and circumstances and situations in your life to come into this life and to finish the lesson that you were meant to learn and to upgrade to a higher consciousness. So, for example, they say, oh, he has a fear of abandonment because he was an adopted child. But what if he had a fear of abandonment? That's why he came to this life and chose to be adopted. What if I had such a big fear of abandonment? And that's why I chose to come to this life, to a very chaotic family and to divorced parents. to what is the better lesson than that? What is a more vivid lesson than to have such a desire and then to be put in a situation where none of that exists, so that you can see the contrast? So in your shadow, that's your greatest gift and realization. All right? Like, maybe because I desire so much to know about love and intimacy, because that was my path. And that's why I chose to be in a family where love and intimacy never existed. And it brings me this unquenchable thirst, this hunger, this eagerness, this passion to know it, to learn it, to read about it, to experience it, to live it, to teach it, to share it. So if you really think about it, things happen for you, never to you. If you just flip the lens to look at things, if you are the one who actually pre-chose your destiny, your life, chose all the people that came to your life, the situation, particularly the negative, the difficult situation, because that is where your biggest spiritual lesson lies, and also where you can that's your opportunity for this lifetime to change that, so that you finish the lesson and you never have to carry that with you into the next life. And now you're spiritually evolved and you reach a higher state of consciousness. There is a greater plan. And you came here to learn, to have fun, to enjoy, to upgrade, and get to have the best experience. You're a spiritual being who having a human experience through this physical form. So think of, what do you consider to be the biggest tragedy, the biggest downfall, the biggest difficulty, the biggest challenge, the things that hit your pain the most? You chose that. You chose that because it shows you what you needed to fix to move to the next level. And it's so liberating, it's so free when you realize this concept. Because if you are the writer of the movie, then you can change all of it. You are that powerful. You are God.